Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So today I'm going to be talking about the evolution of Latisha Scott, honey. And will the real Latisha Scott please stand up, okay? This coupled with dissecting and breaking down parts of the new season 6 trailer. So we are going to get into some things. All right, let's kick this thing off, shall we?
We went to the doctor Friday. They don't see anything. He said,
Praise God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
marriage is just difficult.
Nobody should come to me and provide me with information about the company that I don't know about ahead of time.
She builds your business up to a multi-million-dollar business, and then you kick her out. Like, you don't respect her.
All right, so let's break this thing down like a fraction, shall we? Let's get into it. So let me peel back the onion. So first and foremost, honey, I used to go hard in those Love and Marriage Huntsville groups over to the book, okay? And so I can remember one particular post I made because I used to go back and forth, honey, your girl used to be tussling. I'm a little bit milder over here because you have to have a little bit more decorum over on the YouTube side of things, but over there, I didn't give a F, okay? So anyway, I remember a post I made probably last summer, and I'm just gonna read the mofo verbatim because guess what? It's applicable to this situation here. So Tisha was raised in an environment where men were catered to and apparently put on a pedestal. This is a recipe to become a male-identified pick-me and a frequently placing a man's work over your own, okay? So women like this also view other women as competition versus as a comrade. And so in this particular post, I think I was talking about Dr. Francis, and I go on to say, so Dr. Francis basically told Tisha that Marceau keeps her in a perpetual state of guessing by never affirming her. Now, he also told Tisha that perhaps Marceau wants to control all aspects of their marriage due to his own fears and insecurities. Agreed. And hopefully Tisha will wake up and find her voice devoid of him and her mama too. Okay, so that was a post, like I said, I made last summer. And I'm like, honey, if the chickens ain't coming home to roost and everything is coming to fruition, right? And so as we look at this particular clip, honey, it unpacks all of that. And you'll notice that Marceau, even though he appears to support Tisha as she grows in her career, as she's trying to find her voice and as she's trying to become her own person, it's all about him. It's all about the patriarchal views and the misogyny of it all, okay? He wants her to basically stay home, not necessarily barefoot and pregnant, because we know the Bama got a vasectomy. It's not that, but he just wants her just home, taking care of the kids, not meddling, so to speak, into their business that she owns, 51% of. Let me tell it, he wanted to use her good credit, but that's a whole nother conversation, right? And got all that debt in that girl's name, but yet she don't have equal say. But in my mind, the reason why she owns 51%, because you get a certain amount of what they call set-asides, and especially when it comes to government contracting or even bidding on contracts more or less in a private sector, commercial, real estate, or whatever. If you're a woman-owned business or if you're a minority woman-owned business or just a minority period, they have what they call women small disadvantaged businesses. I can't remember the exact acronym, and they have what they call 8A, right? And so for that helps you get certain, set-asides, and you can get certain contracts because they allocate certain business and put it aside just for those types of businesses. But let's look at the clip.
You want me to do it?
Are you excited about going to school to see all your friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Macy, you and this hair girl, oh my goodness. Okay, Macy, see, that wasn't bad.
See, Macy, I could do hair like that.
You're good to go, girl. The past 6 months has been crazy. I'm working at a great real estate firm as a commercial real estate advisor, and I'm still taking care of the man, the kids, and the household. I'm doing everything I want to, but being a working mom can be overwhelming at times.
Well, what else do you have going on for the day?
A lot. I have a lot. I have to take MJ to the doctor. I have to take Macy to school, take Mila to school. I have to go meet a client. Then I have to go meet my advisor, and then I have my leadership class tonight. So it's a busy day for me.
Yikes. I'm being more supportive now of Tisha working. I definitely want my wife to be happy. I want her to be fulfilled. And I still want the stuff to get done at home.
You can take MJ to the doctor for me, though. Would you like to do that?
I'm about to head out of town.
What are you going out of town for?
I've got another job, babe.
Where?
Baby, I have this thing that I do daily where I have to like do.
Okay, where's the job?
Okay, I have to work. And so like my job could be in North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm going to Tennessee today.
Okay.
T, I'm a little concerned, sweetie.
About what?
I mean, all of this stuff you got going on, you got a sick child, we got all this stuff going on, and then all of a sudden, you know, we got, I mean, I know it's important, but it's gonna take some getting used to.
You can always step up and step in.
All right, just give me a real quick second, babe. I get a good chance to look out from the outside looking in. You just ripped off about 50,000 things you're gonna do today.
It's a lot. The only thing I can do, I have to go day by day. And sometimes I may need for you to step up and help me out sometimes as well.
When you say step up, it makes it seem like I'm just not doing anything.
Like with the kids, like if I need for you to take Macy or MJ to the doctor, just something like that.
But what if you need me to take them to the doctor and I'm out of town on business doing something else?
We're both busy. Maybe that would be good for us to just sit down and talk to my mom. She can help out, like picking them up from school, taking them to the doctor's appointment, cooking dinner for them.
How much do I not want Miss Wanda to come and help Tisha? You know how like when a kid says, I love you this much? That much.
Something ain't right with that, Marcel.
I went swimming in that.
Did you spend $1,200? Did you spend $1,200? Did you throw the whip? Did you throw the ring on the stripper too? Make it ring?
Listen.
What's so wrong about my mom moving in, Marcel?
I'm sorry, what? I would say that when I'm gone, my mother-in-law would be a good answer for helping her around the house. But the big problem is I'm coming back and she's still gonna be there. Oh, babe, you're so
Man,
then
I need to get somebody to grocery shop for me. Then I'll really be with
Well, God, dog, you might as well get another wife. That's what you need, babe. Listen, I'll say this. If we're gonna have another woman in the house, I think it's only a woman.
I know he's a joker, so I know he's just joking about that. But for real, I do need help around the house, so.
Are you cooking dinner?
Of course I'm cooking dinner.
So you can get all this stuff done by 6 o'clock?
Yes. Dinner by 6? No, 7:30.
7:30, babe?
Yeah.
I can't eat after 8.
Well.
I'm intermittent fasting.
Okay, so I wasn't going to comment after this particular clip. I wanted to continue on with the trailer, but god dang it, I couldn't resist. God dang, that daggone Marceau is a damn Neanderthal. Tisha, baby, I don't know how you do it. As opposed to you have been worrying about Melody and what she doing and trying to copy her blueprint that she laid out the red carpet for you for. Child, you should have been wielding some power in your marriage, honey, because the power imbalance, it really needs to shift. But anyway, I wanted to show this clip because it ties in somewhat, in my mind, to the previous clip for the trailer where they say that Marceau, I guess, seemingly is trying to cut Tisha out of the deal. I guess he was talking to Marceau. No, I'm sorry. He was talking to Martell and Maurice. I'm a goddamn moth. M-A-R, M-U-R, whatever. But she helped to build a multi-million-dollar business, and you want to cut her out the deal, meaning you don't want her to be a part of it. Because remember I was talking about the 8A and the small women-owned disadvantaged businesses and all that. You know, whenever you're a minority business, you get certain perks, right? So you use her to get to that point, because if she is no longer a 51% shareholder, then you lose those set-asides. But, you know, you already done won the contracts and the bids. But that's neither here or there. But you don't really want that woman to work. You just want her catering to you, okay? You want her to be a damn mammy and a mule, right? You want her to be your glorified secretary, your administrative assistant, while you wear the hard hat, so to speak. Whereas at least in Melody and Martell, the former hopes, in that marriage, they had, well, I don't want to say equal say. Melody had more say. Martell just thought he had goddamn say with his man self. But, you know, as far as helping with the kids, Tisha rattled off, I'm a commercial real estate advisor. She's quite proud. Good for her. Bravo. You got all them damn degrees. Put them to use, okay? She said that she had to meet with her advisor, whatever she said she had to do. Meet with somebody in leadership, whatever the hell she said she had to do. She did rattle off quite a few things, but if Marceau would have helped her, like taking maybe Macy and Mila to school, picking them up and all this, he's like, well, I gotta go to Tennessee. She like, Tennessee? How you just gonna spring that on somebody? And I'm sure that wasn't just a day trip. That Bama might have been gone for a couple, 2-3 days, who knows? And let me tell you, he probably was meeting one of his broads, one of his side chicks, okay? Tell me something. He going to some damn Tennessee, just like he went to Africa. We ain't seen picture no goddamn video clip except you or the goddamn mountain, which could have been in anybody's goddamn southern states or somewhere that got all them damn trees or whatever. You could have been anywhere, child, and God's green earth and country, okay? But that said, yeah, I just had to say it's really messed up if he is realistically and truly seriously trying to cut her out of that company that she probably had a lot of sweat equity into, meaning just, help him build, even though he wants to seemingly be the face of it or whatever. And I'm talking about Scopes, right? I'm talking about that in particular. I'm not talking about Black, because we all know who follow along that Black is owned by Marceau, Tisha, and some other people. It's a group of people, but they are the face of Black. But anyway, let's continue on in the clip, because I will have some commentary toward the end of the trailer. Now, I know how Carlos and production be manipulating them clips, but did I just hear Martell ass talking about something? You don't even respect her. I know you got some damn nerve talking about respecting somebody, child, the way you did your ex-wife, our Queen Mel, you son of a so-and-so, child. And then, but did y'all see how big and wide goddamn Marceau's hips are, child? Anyway, let's get back to the clip.
That just irritated me. Absolutely not. Okay, well, look at the script. They're turning against me. How would they feel if they know you still begging me to take you back?
Upscale Magazine, I want to thank you guys.
What is it like dating? I mean, he has a reputation for being a cheater.
As educated as you are, she actually asked that. She messing up what I got with Sheree. So you got a point. I was right. Were you right? Of course I was right.
Ooh, child, I cannot wait until the season finally starts on April the 8th. And hell yeah, we can believe, and we all know that Martell is trying to turn everybody against Melody with his jealous and envious ass. Hell, he just as jealous and envious as they are. A clown-ass Negro. I cannot wait until Melody at some point unloads the clip on that arse and just tells everything and show all the receipts, okay? Be it audio recordings, be it voicemail, whatever, email correspondence, just do it. But it's a method to the madness as to when she does it. It's timing. Everything is about timing. And her sister is very smart. She's very strategic. So I know when she does it, it's going to be at the right time. But Sheree, baby, come on now. What you doing, Mom? I'm so damn glad that Tiffany said what she said to you in front of that damn Martell. Yeah, that's right. How do you feel about being with someone who's a serial cheater? I'm ad-libbing here, but you get the gist of it. But child, let me tell it, I don't think Sheree gives a damn. Sheree's a damn opportunist herself. She knows that this is a mutually beneficial relationship. I don't think she cared but so much for Martell. She might be getting D'd down by him or whatever. But she knows that her career, I don't want to say it's on its last leg, but she's hanging on a wing and a prayer over there at Real Housewives of Atlanta, Roa, right? Because you got to have a storyline to stay on there. And Martell, let's face it, he's a storyline. And so he ain't got shit going on over here. He can't bring Slaw on the show. We know that ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna happen, okay? And Melody ain't messing with him like that. Hell, as far as we know, she might have a restraining order on him. She need to have one on him. Crazy ass. But as far as Louis, what you doing, bruh? The hell with Martell. So what Tiffany said, what the fuck she said. That's your wife. You supposed to be defending her, Thomas. Well, right is right. Child, F him. Ooh, child, let me stop using all this profanity. I done got real comfortable. But if you two guys come and get me, I don't want that to happen, y'all. But anyway, let's look at the rest of the clip. Let's check it out.
What I would like to do is have us to work together.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, new season, Saturday.
Honey, Tisha has been auditioning for this goddamn part her whole freaking life. She has been emulating the Queen Melody since she met her. Whenever that damn Martell and Marceau and Maurice, that trio, when they started hanging together, which meant that the wives had to become enmeshed because of the husbands, you know how that goes, or whatever. She has been waiting to be in the forefront the way that Melody commands an audience, right? She got that je ne sais quoi, okay? She has that it factor, right? Tisha has been wanting to be vocal more because, as we know, Marceau is very dismissive of her. He marginalizes her thoughts. He may be getting a little better, but the brother's a caveman. He has archaic thinking. He's very misogynistic, okay? Now, as it relates to that last little clip with the comeback group, child, you see Melody's face. She's just like, look at this bitch here. It's almost like she had a smirk or whatever. But I just think it's funny that she's now trying to have a semblance of the comeback group because we know that the former Holtz were the power couple. And let me tell it, Marceau and that damn Tisha. And I think I said it I know I said it in a gazillion Facebook posts when I used to comment and hang out over in the Facebook groups or whatever, but I know I said in one of my videos how they too want to be power couples. I think one of my earlier videos I said that they have been wanting to dethrone them probably since they met them, and the envy of them as that power couple, reeks. Now, who's the most jealous, Marceau or Tisha? Remains to be seen. I think from a competitive standpoint, I think Marceau is envious of the fact that he almost felt like he had to kiss the ring of the host, because remember when they were having troubles or whatever, they had to borrow a car from the host because they were down on their luck, and Marceau was working at the movie theater or whatever, lost his job and all this, and it probably was a little humiliating or humbling for them to have to do that. And Tisha, she's just a jealous spirit. I said in my other video about Tisha, go check out, that video. I think I'll put it in the description. She's a covert narcissist, right? She is very clandestine, okay? She's very surreptitious. She's very sneaky in her approach. But now she's starting to evolutionize, so to speak. So now, as opposed to her being kind of introverted, right? And just kind of behind the scenes and throwing the rock and hiding the hands. Now she's trying to be a little bit bold and in your face, right? So it's just like, baby girl, let your personality shine, good, bad, and ugly, whatever the fuck it is, but just stop being an envious person. But honey, I remember I said in a Facebook post a while back, when did I do that post? I think I did that one at the end of the year. Let me look it up. Matter of fact, because honey, I keep my receipts, child. Yes, I do. So it says, how miserable is Tisha? She has a very envious and jealous spirit. So those insecurities have been brewing in her since she was in her mother's womb, okay? Her mammy raised her to compare herself to others, hence using others as a measuring stick to gauge her self-worth. It doesn't help that her husband feeds those insecurities. She's a mess, what can I say? But anyway, as it relates to her evolutionizing and growing and trying to level up, sister, you get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. So as opposed to competing and comparing yourself to Melody, you should have been learning, okay? You should have been goddamn taking notes, and that blueprint that she so graciously gave you, and then you could make a mommy podcast named The Blueprint. Oh, child, that's one thing I can't stand is a copycat-ass person. Ugh. They said, anyway, I ain't even gonna say what I want to say. I'll make a video on that, child. But I just can't stand a copycat. Be original. Get your own goddamn thoughts, okay? It's like, do your own thing. That's one thing. I can't see myself like trying to mirror or mimic some damn body. I just can't see it, because my thing is, I've always competed against myself, right? And when I want to get to the next level, be it, getting more degrees and things like that, I didn't do it because, so-and-so has a PhD. Now I got to go get mine, So-and-so got a master's. Well, I do have 2 masters, but, I don't want to run and do something because someone else does it. It has to make sense for me, okay? It has to be in my career trajectory. It has to be something that I'm impassioned about, or something, not because the Joneses are doing it. My thing is, bitch, you'll compete with me before I compete with you. Catch, okay? So anyway, let me get off that little soapbox. But yeah, but Tisha could get more flies with honey than she can vinegar, meaning she could have learned from Melody and they could have partnered on things, but that's just not in her personality. It's not in her DNA. You know, it's just ingrained in her just to be a jealous and envious person because her mammy jealous and envious. Okay? The apple didn't far too goddamn far from the tree. You know, and let me give some constructive criticism to Tisha. I like the fact that she's finding her voice. I hope she uses it wisely, not to try to browbeat other women, okay? Not to do that, but to level yourself up and stand up against that man who's trying to keep his foot on your damn neck, okay? And to keep you in your place and to be small. But I don't know, but she has been auditioning for that part, trying to be Melody Cherie forever. But you notice in the clip, her voice sounded more confident. She wasn't stuttering. In that earlier clip I showed where she was doing her little girl's hair and Marcel basically telling her, you got too much stuff on your plate in a nutshell. She's like, well, maybe you can help me. You know, her voice kind of whiny, snivelly and all that, and just like asking for permission, like she's trying to placate him and trying to massage his ego. Fuck him. The hell with him, girl. Child, you better get your damn nanny or get your damn mammy to come help you or whatever you need to do. You ain't got to ask that Negro for no damn permission to do nothing. Shit, you're a good one. But let me bring it back down a notch, okay? So the way Tisha evolutionized, so remember in the earlier seasons, Tisha used to be more quaint, more demure, or at least she tried to come across that way, right? Like she's sweet and innocent and butter wasn't melting her damn mouth, but you know, all the while shooting jabs and daggers and being passive aggressive, right? A whole lot of that with Tisha. As opposed to just saying what the fuck you got to say. If you thinking it, ma, say it. You ain't got to ask permission. And then we saw her at the Galentine's Day event. She uses her power in the wrong way. You can tell when someone doesn't have power at home and then they try to wield their power in other ways and compete with people in other ways because they have self-esteem and self-worth issues. So it comes out, she lashes out at Melody and jealous of her and wanting to be her, and as opposed to being inspired by the sister, you were envying the sister, okay? That's what you were doing, Latisha Scott. Yes, ma'am, that's what you were doing, okay? And sometimes it makes me wonder if that sister could wear Melody's skin, she would, okay? Like I said before, I can't stand a copycat ass bitch. Ugh. It's just like, be original, you know, walk your walk, talk your talk, honey, be your own person. You be the Joneses that people trying to compete with. Don't compete with the Joneses. Catch, okay? All right, y'all, so that was a lot to unpack. I just wanted to kind of get into the season trailer and also to discuss a twofer, Tisha Scott, and I wanted to talk about how she's evolving, right? And how she's evolutionizing and she's trying to find her voice. And will the real Latisha Scott please stand up? Be who you want to be, you know, say what you want to say, but stop competing with other sisters in the meantime. Because unfortunately, Tisha's whole identity is wrapped up into being a married woman and having kids. And my marriage. My thing is, that's not your whole identity. You have to have a purpose, a sense of purpose outside of just being a mother and being a wife, right? Because the kids will grow up, they'll go off to college and, you know, start their own families or join the military, whatever it is they do. They'll be grown and gone, and it'll be you and that man. That'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. But you just have to be your own person, bottom line. And I'm glad that she's trying to get from up under Marcel's thumb, so to speak, and being the person that she wants to be. Now, it's something funny that I heard. And shout out to Ebony DeBest. She interviewed Kiki, and Kiki said something interesting. She said that when Tisha likes something or admires something, she tends to mirror it. And I'm just like, baby, don't do that. It's just like, be your own person. I mean, you can admire something, but god damn, you don't want to be the person, right? It's just like, that's almost like stealing. You know what I mean? Have your own identity. But I guess if you don't have self-esteem or self-worth and you don't know who you are and no one poured enough into you and help to really help you develop, right? Or you don't have a sense of self, you try to steal someone else's identity. Catch that, okay? And on that note, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, Hit that notification bell. Until we meet again, bye-bye.